Hey, it's Sally Steele, and welcome to this week's episode of my Sally Steele Rock Show. It was an exciting weekend here in Sin City. We had Great White, Riley's LA Guns, and Pretty Boy Floyd all in the same night. I had to get up at the crack of noon to race down to the Cannery to interview Kelly Nichols of LA Guns and Mark Kendall of Great White. Hey, it's Sally Steele here at high noon at the Cannery Casino. We've got a lot of rock and roll action happening on a Saturday night here in Sin City. We've got Great White, LA Guns, later Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm going to go in and do my interviews now, so come on, let's go. It is always such a pleasure to visit with my pal Kelly Nichols of LA Guns when he comes to town, and I was excited to hear what he's been up to. Hey, it's Sally Steele, and we are here at the Cannery talking to the legendary Kelly Nichols from LA Guns. How are you?
Legendary? How's it going? Okay, good.
You are a legend. Just ask the Sharks in New York.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
And I'm not talking about the mob. I'm talking about the actual sharks.
Oh yeah, the sharks on shark diving.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know you knew about that.
I know everything about you. Come on. That's why I'm here today. Well, welcome back to Vegas. I haven't seen you since 2019,
right.
And it was 200 degrees outside at the Sunset Amphitheater.
That's right. It was like 124 on stage, and my shoes were sticking to the floor. So, but that was fun. Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to come back because that was like 2019. So
yeah.
We're so glad that you're here.
Thanks.
So,
good to be here. Yeah, good to be back in
I'm
Vegas.
sitting on something here. I didn't mean to bring this up. What do we got here, Kelly?
Well, that's the first record that we did, and your name's on it. That's why I brought you a copy. And we have a new one coming out, and we're working on that, putting that together.
Oh, good.
Right on.
I'm going to wave it, and the crowd is like, yay, go Kelly. That's excited. Thank you for that. Oh, look, you got your picture. You're looking like a rock star there in the back. Ooh, you're all in black, man in black. Love it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's get to the good stuff here.
Let's get to the nitty.
I was thinking about a question to ask you, just like last time I interviewed you, like, well, you kind of stuff out of left field, so, I always do that.
Yeah.
How is it going? The last time I talked to you, you had just joined LA Guns after so many years.
Right.
So how's it been going with you guys touring and everything?
Well, we changed the name to Riley's LA Guns now.
Okay.
So just to clear that up, so, the confused are less confused, but they're still confused.
The lawsuits?
Yeah, the lawsuits and, get rid of all that. So that's been good, but, I haven't done much since 2019. I mean, we had a lot of shows, but then COVID came out, and we stayed home like everybody else. And now we only got a handful of shows this year. So we got Kansas City and Florida with Great White again, and we just did the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, which is a beautiful place. And it's a hobby at this point. We just come out on every other weekend kind of and do a little show and stuff. And we do have a new record that's been done since December.
That's one you just showed me.
No, that's the new one.
Oh, this is the new one.
No, that's the old one.
The old one.
That's the old
one.
one.
I haven't got the new one yet.
Nobody has. I don't even have it. No, we're trying to figure out that timeline to get it out. So it's coming, and I'll be announcing like the release of the first single soon, and then we look forward to it. So hopefully a good next year with some more shows and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, this was all supposed to be one show, and we were like on our second record, so it's pretty good. It's just kind of been weird, but it's fun. It's a good group of guys, and they're really cool, easy to work with, and it's good camaraderie. It's a big word right now, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Speaking of which, now does the other LA Guns, do they kind of feel like you guys are taking their gigs because now there's two LA Guns?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that I really don't want to talk about them. I don't know what they think, and we really don't really care because we're just doing our thing, And
So you still haven't, when I talked to you last time, you still hadn't talked to them or anything like that?
no, I ain't talking.
You still, they don't talk to you?
No, they don't talk to me. They don't talk
I don't
to
feel
us.
bad. They don't talk to me either.
No.
I miss you, Tracy. Call me, call me.
Oh no. See you later. No, we don't. They're doing their thing. We're doing our thing, and that's as far as I want to go about it.
But you're not taking their gigs because you told me last time you're doing gigs they don't want to do.
That's true, and then they're doing plenty of gigs. They were just out and stuff, so they're doing okay. I think there's enough room at this point for the little bit of stuff that we do, for everybody. And we worked on all that stuff for years, Steve and I. So why should we not be able to play? So we're doing it.
We're glad you're here.
Thanks, me too, man. It's good to get out. They let me out.
Now, speaking of which, we were talking about. Tell me about your. Do you mind talking about your shark diving business?
Talk about it.
Tell me what's that all about? Like, obviously you're not afraid of sharks.
No, my friend has a boat out in Montauk at the end of Long Island, and he's been doing it for probably like almost 20 years, and asked me to come out. Well, we're friends, and through mutual friends, and asked me to come out and do it with him. And it was I did it for 2 years, and it was a great experience, man. Go out on the boat and we take a handful of people out, and he got drunk one night with a friend of his, 20 years ago, and built a cage, and he's been using it ever since. So we don't have any hooks, we don't catch them, we don't hurt them. We just, get people to look at them.
So you put people in the cage and lower them down to see the sharks, or what?
Yeah, we put the cage in the water first, and then...
Have you been in the cage?
Yes, I did. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Have you had any near experiences with Jaws down there or anything?
No, he saw a great white this year, actually. I never saw one. They're pretty rare, but he just saw one like a few months ago, so that was pretty exciting. But no, he would deal with the boat and the sharks, like baiting them in, and stuff, and I would deal with the people getting them in and out of the cage. And some people get really nervous and scared because once you really got to go in the cage, it's kind of it's a feeling, it's something you don't do every day, so it's kind of a weird feeling, but it's cool because I tell them I'm down, I'm here, I'm watching the whole time. Make sure
I'm watching you get eaten.
I'm watching you get eaten, and I'll make sure no one gets eaten. No one got eaten on my watch.
The other guys watch.
The other guys watch. Pal.
Have you ever had anybody get so scared after they come up and they're literally shaking?
Oh yeah, there's people who can't even get in the cage because they're so scared. Once they got, but they pay it's pretty good money to go out there. It's all day thing. We go about 20 miles offshore, and you just never know what you're going to see. Dolphins, whales, turtles, different kinds of sharks and stuff. And but we mostly would get blue sharks to come around, and it was just great. You're out on the water all day, and it was exciting. Saw a nuclear submarine once.
Really?
Yeah.
Russian or American?
American.
The Russians are attacking. Kelly Nichols says so.
You got submarines? Yeah, they do, right? No, they build them up north of Long Island, and so they bring them down. So I saw one pass by one time. It was like a building floating in the middle of the ocean. It's pretty
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
Somehow I can just picture you on a little boat with Richard Dreyfuss and Roy Schneider.
All we do is talk Jaws. We don't talk we tell people in the morning, no politics, nothing like that. And then me and the captain would just we know the movie Jaws inside and out in front.
Who's the big guy in the boat? I get him in, who is that?
All day. That's all we do.
Well, what's his name?
The big guy in the boat?
No, in Jaws, yeah.
Ben Gardner? Ben Gardner catcher? No.
Come on, Jaws, there's Rob Schneider, there's Richard Dreyfuss. Who's the big guy, the Irish?
Quint.
Huh?
Quint? The guy who owned the boat? That was Quint.
Yeah, but what's his real name, the actor?
Oh, the actor is, oh my God. Oh man, now I'm drawing a blank on live.
Me too, yeah.
No,
we'll fill it in the captions later, I'm gonna get the boat. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course, man. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now.
Robert Shaw?
Robert Shaw.
Okay, all right. My Alzheimer's doing good today.
Sent a neuron back for that. Very nice.
I've set you up for your next tour to remember names. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was a great experience. I loved it. Yeah. So I got that gig by working on a scallop boat out there. So I spent 23 hours at sea, 19 hours shucking scallops, and 19 hours shucking scallops, opening them up, right? So the next day, my friend, the captain of the shark boat, Chuck, he called me. He's like, "How was it?" I was like, "It was terrible," but I wanted to see like what was at the bottom of the ocean because they dredged, they scraped the bottom, and saw like hermit crabs and weird other kinds of fish with like eyes on one side, eye on the other side, And but I said I never got seasick, so he's like, "Come work for me." So I ended up on the shark boat, so that was great.
You don't get seasick, or you did?
No, I get seasick. No, the rougher the better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the bag. Yeah, rain, thunderstorms. I called her one time. There was a thunderstorm back there. We had to come in because it was everybody was all the guests were inside the cabin of the boat, and I was in the back like hanging on, like soaking wet, just like flopping on the waves. It's great. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, who knew? Not me.
Speaking of great white, they're here tonight. The great white.
Right. We're all gonna see a great white tonight.
You can't get away from the sharks, so
Oh, how funny.
that's it. I'm gonna come out there. I take that back. I'm not gonna come out there and get in a cage and go to the bottom of the ocean for the sharks. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's a good time, man. It's a good adventure.
I'll stay up on the boat with you in the party atmosphere.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You can ashes all. Let me get that off you right there.
All right, thank you.
Still smoking, I see, Kelly.
Yeah.
Well,
Point,
tell me what you would like your fans to know after touring and everything that's going on in your life.
Well, we always appreciate the fans, and we try to let them know that, and we appreciate, especially like with this project, that people have kept an open mind and like given us a shot, and tried to just see it for what it is, and to be able to just dig on it either way. It's like if you, but we get it too. I mean, because I like bands, and I understand like if your favorite. Not your favorite, but if your band that you like splits up and goes into different directions. But it's like when you've been doing it for so long, it's sometimes these things are inevitable,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like but you're still a musician and you still kind of want to play, and so the politics and the dramas and the egos through the years kind of like sometimes take over certain people and stuff, and but this was just like a fun thing to go out and do. We wrote a lot of the songs. We're only doing songs that Steve and I recorded, and we're doing new songs off of Renegades. And like I said, we have a new one coming out that we did in December, and we've just been waiting to get the vinyl made. That's the hard part, is like how long it takes to get vinyl made these days. So, but we'll be announcing the first single coming up soon here within a few months, and see what where that brings us next year.
Great. Well, you still have original members in the band. There's a lot of bands like Foreigner and that there's no original members in there, but people are coming to hear the music.
Yeah,
so you're keeping it alive.
It's just all about the songs, right? So, doing good.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Sally.
How did it come about? Did Steve just call you up one day like, hey, you want to come out away from the Sharks and just play in the band again? Or how did it come about with you getting back in the band?
Steve called me out of the blue, and they were supposed to play M3, and the other guys didn't want to do it, so the guys who run M3 asked Steve if he wanted to put a project together with just some of the members that have come and gone throughout the years, and he called me and asked me if I wanted to do it. So it was going to be like one show. So I was like, yeah, it'd be fun to get out. My daughter was going to college. I was getting like some of my life back, get some time back and everything. So it was like the timing was good for it.
What were you going to college for?
No, my daughter was going.
Oh, your daughter was going to college.
No, man, I drove by a college once, though.
That's as far as I've gone, too.
We need a drum guy right now. Yeah. No thanks.
Educated Kelly Nichols, rock and roll, that's what we know,
That's all we know.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time. We're looking forward to you getting out there on stage and rocking.
It's a lot of fun to get back out and play. It's fun. So we have a good time, and it's like the guys are so cool and everything. It makes it fun to actually get together, and we work really well together in the studio and stuff. Everybody works 100% till the very last second, till they pull the plug on us. But Yeah, so that's what makes it fun. It's like it's cool people and, just out there rocking a little bit.
Great, great. Well, we're here with Kelly Nichols, my sweetheart that I've missed for so many years. Thank you for coming back to Vegas. I know, I'm making your girlfriend jealous. She's cool. I already talked to her. Okay, at least I didn't tell her to get out of the room.
Right.
Okay, Sally Steele from Vegas Rock TV, Sally Steele Rock Show, and we will see you next time with Kelly Nichols. Rock and roll, baby.
See you later. Keep it going.
Thanks, man. Let's do it.
So then I had to come back to the show and cover that, and then I had to race over to Count's Vamp to interview Steve Summers of Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm rushing out over to Vamp right now to interview Steve Summers. He probably isn't even going to do the interview now because I'm running so late. But, okay, I got to hurry. I don't even have enough gas to get there. Anyway, Great White and Ellie Guns were awesome. So, okay, on to Pretty Boy Floyd. Okay, see you there. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next week when I interview Mark Kendall of Great White. He talks about the Rhode Island fire and what he saw that night. You won't want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you on the streets of rock and roll.